Here's Navarro on the run. Navarro's going to keep it. Navarro for 6. Touchdown, Bobcat.
I feel I had a hard time staying in my own lane.
Oh my goodness!
Red Murdoch, pick 6. Harvath inside the 30 to 20. Blake Harvath will score.
And Mendoza takes a big hit. He never saw it coming. Trey White got in there.
There's his man, Rucker. And nobody's going to catch him. Goodbye.
Intercepted. Tyree Skipper. Touchdown.
Telly again, why not? A step forward and make it 2 for Telly.
Quarterback keeper showing off the speed. Steps on the gas. Untouched.
The G5 Hive. All G5 all the time.
Welcome to a special edition of the G5 Hive. I teased it on Monday. Well, here we are Friday evening. Have a huge announcement. We're ready to break some pretty big news to the world here in terms of the G5 Hive and our growth and some things that are coming next. Before I get to the announcement, just want to give a little bit of background on the announcement. So I've been playing college fantasy football this is year 26 for me. I started in 1999. My first draft pick was Ole Miss Rebels running back Deuce McAllister. A lot of you might know him when he played running back for the New Orleans Saints. That was my first pick. And since that time, I've always, looked for ways to gain edges, to just kind of help me, for lack of a better word, dominate my college fantasy football leagues. I don't know, 5-6 years ago or so, I built a lot of tools, that you use data and other things to kind of help me manage my teams, help me, make free agent acquisitions, make lineup decisions, etc. And since I built those tools, it's always been a dream of mine to be able to bring those tools to everyone that plays college fantasy football. And the big news is today, that's a reality. We are launching, it's available now, g5hive.com. Go to our website, check it out. Something we've been working on since April. And we've got what we're calling our version 1 available now. And we've got tools for college fantasy football. We've got loads and loads of data. We've got advanced metrics, fantasy football metrics, your standard statistics, lots of things for, college fantasy football players or maybe even, football junkies. And we are adding stuff all the time. The tools are not done. There are tools that are available today. We have, I don't know, another maybe 5 or 6 that are in the works. That will become available as we finish them. And then, obviously more and more data. So let's jump right into it. There's only one place to play college fantasy football today, and that's Fantrax. And so it's very important that our site integrates and works with Fantrax. And so if you are a Fantrax user, if you use Fantrax, you have this thing called a secret ID. If you're not sure what that is or where it is on our website, once you create an account and subscribe, I guess maybe I should start there, right? So what's the first thing you want to do when you go to our website? You want to create an account. Once you create the account, then you can subscribe to the website. And right now, we're running a special. Once you subscribe, let's get it up here. We have a promo code. So you'll create an account, then you will subscribe. Once you subscribe, use the promo code G5HIVE-VIP, all caps. That's going to give you 50% off the price for year 1. Normal price is $99.99 a year. You use that promo code, it's going to give you year 1 for $49.99. So make sure you use that promo code to get a half off discount for your year 1 of your subscription. Once again, use promo code G5HIVE-VIP, 50% off year 1 of your subscription. All right, back to the site. So create an account. Once you create your account, you're going to subscribe. Use the promo code G5Hive VIP to get 50% off. And then I'll kind of show you guys like what we have right now in terms of fantasy tools and some of the data. So, like I said, we integrate with Fantrax. In order to do that, you need to know what your secret ID is. Every Fantrax user has a secret ID. On our website, we have a tutorial on how to find your secret ID. Basically, you go to the Fantrax menu, you go to your profile. In your user profile, there next to your name, there will be a secret ID. It'll be on the right hand side. You're gonna use that secret ID. You're gonna put it into our website, and with that, you're gonna be able to import any and all of your Fantrax college fantasy football leagues. You enter the secret ID. You're going to say, fetch my Fantrax leagues. It's going to bring up a list of all your leagues. And from there, you can click on each one that you wish to import, and then you import them. All right. Once you've imported your leagues, you're going to see this, something like this. These are my leagues. And here you can resync the leagues. The leagues are set to sync every 3 days. If you want to sync them, I would encourage you, like when you go use the tools, to go in here, and if it hasn't synced anytime recently, to resync. You can resync them all, or you can resync them one by one. You can remove your league. You can look at your scoring settings. So all the tools we have built are based on the scoring settings of your league. We do not have positional scoring, so it's gonna use like the standard scoring of your league. So if you're like in a 2 PPR tight end league and everything else is a 1 PPR, right now it's only going to use the 1 PPR. Eventually, we will be able to accommodate that kind of position specific scoring. Today, it does not accommodate position specific. But it is going to use your league settings. So very specific to your leagues. You can click on the scoring settings and you can look at them and say, hey, I want to change it, and you have the ability to change it. You can change it. And if you make a change, you can lock it so that it does not resync. Like for instance, here's one of my leagues. If you're in IDP leagues, you can enter in your scoring settings for your IDP leagues here as well. As we all know, if you're in a college IDP league, Fantrax does not score tackles, so obviously that is not going to come across. So here you can set up your defensive scoring in an IDP league, and then you'll just click the click box to lock it. That way, when you resync, we're not overwriting the settings. But yeah, all these settings come directly from your Fantrax leagues. All right, once you have imported the leagues you want, probably the tool that I think most people are going to love and find the most useful, we call our CFF League Dominator. Again, this is something that I've been using for 5-6 years now. I'm in a lot of leagues, and this tool helps me set my lineups quickly. Am I going to tell you it's the end all be all? No. Like you need to this. Yeah, I use this to kind of get a feel, and then like I say, hey, well, I really like this guy better. Well, I'm going to start that guy regardless of what this tool tells me. And so that's how you have to manage. This tool is powered by projections like I said, I've been playing college fantasy football for 26 years now, and there is one site, in my opinion, without a shadow of a doubt, has the best weekly projections, consistent, the best projections week in, week out, every single year, and that's the CFF site. And so when I built this site, I went to Joe DeSalvo, and approached him about being able to use his projections. And Joe was super awesome to work with, and our tool is powered by projections from the CFF site. Now, having said that, if you are a CFF site subscriber, you need to pay attention to your email tomorrow morning, because you're going to get a special email from Joe himself explaining a special deal that we have worked out exclusively for subscribers from the CFF site. So if you are a CFF site subscriber, I'd love you to join tonight, but I just ask you, please wait until you get that email from Joe, and then you can make the best decision for you in terms of which deal you want to use, whether you want to use the deal we have going with the CFF site, or if you would prefer to use our 50% off. All right. So once you're in the CFF League Dominator, you're going to pick a league. I've got a league selected here. We're going into week 8. Week 8 started Tuesday night, and I'm going to tell it to optimize my lineup. Click the optimize lineup button, and it's gonna tell me what my optimal lineup is. Now, before I get there, before I click that button, if I go down, I have player controls. In those player controls, I can lock players in. That means no matter what the optimizer says, that player is going to be he's going to show in the lineup. You're locking them in. The other option is to exclude a player. This is super helpful. For instance, like injuries happen, right? And the projections are, based on the best known available data at the time. And so, like, I don't know, you get the availability report from the ACC, and it says, Carson Beck's not playing tonight. You can go in here and you can hit exclude, and that will make sure that player does not show in your optimal lineup. All right, so you once you go through the player controls, you change it, don't change it, whatever you like to do.
This question, Justice. Yes. Yeah, there's a box up at the top that talked about free agents. What's that about?
So we're going to get to that in a minute, but this is also going to show this tool, in addition to setting your optimal lineup for that week, is going to show you the best available free agents in your league for that week. So you can click that on or click it off. You can leave it clicked on. After the optimal lineup, we'll scroll down, and it's going to show you, like, hey, these are the you need a wide receiver this week or a quarterback, whatever. It's going to show you who the best available free agents are for that specific week. So we go down here. This particular league that I brought up, it has a limited player pool. It's an SEC and ACC only league, and so this tells me that, right? So that's what that limited player pool means, and it's telling me, hey, the free agents are restricted to that league. So we're pulling in your league information, your league scoring settings. Everything is customized to your specific league, and I can tell you for a fact, there's no one else that does that. That does not exist today. And so you're getting something here that just doesn't exist anywhere else. So you come down here, optimize starters. It's going to tell you who I should start. Now, how this is going to work, it's always going to use the normal positions first. So it's going to use the highest projected quarterback in the quarterback slot. It's going to use your highest projected running backs in the running back slot. Same for receivers, tight ends, etc. Once you get to the flex positions, then it's going to say, okay, between, like in this case, it's a flex that's wide receiver, running back, and tight ends. It's going to say, okay, we got the starter set. After that group, who should be the flex guy? In addition to these projections, you'll see, like, the team they're on. It'll show you the opponent, the team that player is playing that week. Shows you the projected points of that player. And then it'll give you the statistics, whether it's passing yards, passing touchdowns, rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. So we're giving you, everything you need to make, a decision. Obviously, the tool is going to make an optimized decision for you based on projected points, but you have all the information available to yourself, so you can say, okay, well, like, hey, Josh Hoover, he's projected at 30 points. Okay, well, Brendan Sorsby's projected at 30 points, right? And the optimizer told me to start Hoover, but I like Sorsby's matchup better. I can see what his projection is, so I should start him. Again, like, you have the ability to set your own lineup. We're just offering to you what the optimized lineup is, and then we're showing you who your bench players and the best free agents are. So Luke asked earlier about free agents, so here we go. Here's this, and this is showing my bench in this particular league, as well as the free agents available. So the guys highlighted in blue are guys on my roster, but they just weren't the highest projected at that particular position. All these guys with no highlight are free agents. So it's telling me, hey, if I needed a starter, the top projected quarterback this week is Ethan Kaliakmanis at Rutgers, or the top free agent wide receiver is Caleb Goody at Cincinnati. Top running back, Diore Hubbard at West Virginia. And you can filter these. Right now, I have them all turned on. If I just wanted to see running backs, I just turn off all the others. And then it's just going to show you what the top running backs are. I can click an X. There you go. So it tells me, hey, if I needed a free agent this week for running backs, I should pick up Diore Hubbard. And then it shows all your team in terms of what those projected players are. Obviously, I don't think any of my guys have a bye. Well, if someone has a bye this week, it's going to show them as 0 because they're not showing up. But yeah, that's what we refer to as our CFF League Dominator. Once again, it uses your league settings in terms of starting lineup requirements. It uses your scoring settings. It tells you who to start, and it tells you who the best free agents are on any given week. Once again, if you're going to sign up, I want to go through the spiel again a couple times in this episode, but we have a special promo code. Use promo code G5HiveVIP. That gives you 50% off your first year subscription to G5Hive.com. Like I said, the normal subscription, $99.99. You use this promo code, you will get it for $49.99 for year one. As I said earlier, if you are a subscriber to the CFF site, you need to pay attention to your email tomorrow morning. You will get an email from Joe DeSalvo explaining the partnership we have with them and offering a special promotional offer for folks that are already subscribed to the CFF site. So don't rush out and subscribe to our site tonight. Wait until you get that email tomorrow so you can make an educated decision in terms of, hey, what's the best option for me? All right, so we talked about the CFF League Dominator. I think that appeals to anybody that plays college fantasy football. Like I said, this is a tool I've used for the last 6 years myself, and it's super, super helpful to help me manage my leagues and super helpful in identifying free agents when I have gaps that I need to fill on a weekly basis. And this stuff doesn't exist anywhere. There is no other tool, to my knowledge, that anyone has built that does all the things our tool does. All right. I know Sal's watching. Sal, this next one's for you, buddy. If you play in college IDP leagues, we all know it's difficult. We all know it's hard. Fantrax doesn't score tackles. Fantrax leaves a lot to be desired in terms of scoring IDP. They don't have the ability to score tackles based on their stat provider. And so if you're in a league with me, you know that I do the scoring. If you're in any of Brock's leagues, you know Brock's does the scoring. And there's lots of college IDP leagues that do scoring. The commissioners do the scoring. But what you don't have available to you is, hey, like Fantrax doesn't score tackles, so I don't know really like who should I be picking up. Well, now you do. We have a tool that is going to show you who the best free agents are available in your league. It's our IDP waiver wire watch list. Let's see, I'm trying to add it to the screen here. Doesn't seem to want to cooperate. Let me see. All right, here we go. So this is, a tool for folks that play in IDP leagues where it's going to tell you based on season to date stats, who are the best free agents in your league. Once again, you'll have to go through the integration, the importing your leagues process. You'll want to make sure your scoring settings for your IDP are set up correctly according to your specific league. We do have a standard scoring that we use in our tool, stated here: solo tackles 2 points, assists a point, sacks 4 points, interceptions, etc., etc. And then you're going to pick a league. So I'm going to go pick a league. This is a particular league that Sal and I are both in. So I picked this league. It's looking at things now. It's going to tell me, who my players are and who the best free agents are available in that league. You can turn this is a toggle switch to turn your team on and off, so your team shows up first and not necessarily free agents. So all these guys in green are on my roster, but it tells me linebacker Corbin Hondrew from Miami of Ohio is the top available free agent in the league based on fantasy points scored according to our league settings. Again, just like the offensive tool, you can filter this by position. You can look at linebackers, defensive line, cornerback, safeties, DBs, etc. But it's going to tell you who the best IDP free agents are available in your league. And I can guarantee you this tool does not exist anywhere. IDP is kind of niche, and there just aren't many tools available. But this is a tool to kind of help you guys that do play college IDP. I know that's a frustration in terms of scoring, and then you're not knowing what the best free agents are. Well, now you have a way to help you determine that, help you do better in your college IDP leagues. All right, so those are the two primary tools that we have available today. I would say those are our premier tools on either side, both offense with the CFF League Dominator and our IDP waiver wire watch list for the defensive side of things. I'm gonna tell you, like, if your league mates subscribe to us and have access to these tools, and you don't, you're going to be at a disadvantage. There's just no other way to say it. These tools do not exist anywhere else. Like I said, I've been using them for 5 years on a personal level. Luke's been using them for, I don't know, last 2 weeks or so. Luke, what are your thoughts on? I don't think you're in any IDP leagues, but you've been using the League Dominator the last couple of weeks. What are your thoughts on the tool?
I think it's great, especially in leagues that you have unlimited waivers. You can go in, pick guys up that maybe fell through the cracks. I especially like it when I'm writing articles and I can use it for stats because there is a data suite tab that I'm sure you might talk to a little bit, but that breaks down all sorts of different positions. You can see what wide receivers are getting red zone targets, which ones aren't. You can look for opportunities like, okay, this guy, maybe he's a buy low. Maybe I go trade for this guy. I also you can look at the current year and the defense and how teams are against particular positions. So I can look at Oklahoma's team defense, and I can say that they allow 6.8 points against quarterbacks. I probably, if I'm not using the League Dominator or whatnot, and I want to, maybe I'm between two players and I'm like this or that, and you can go do more research. Like, well, okay, I can either play, the guy going up against Oklahoma and he's going to maybe score like 6.6 points, or I could play the guy going up against James Madison, who they give up 13.73 points per game. Well, if the points are somewhat close, maybe I lean one way or the other. And everything's color coded, heat traced of red, dark blood red, bad, bright green good,
good,
and everything in between. And you can just see, again, we do our 2020 players, who's getting targets and who's getting yards, who's getting touches and who's getting yards, who's ready to make a statement and, like, again, buy low candidates or maybe sell high. Like, hey, this guy's been super efficient and I don't think it's going to last. You can look for trade targets. tradeaways. I think that's probably one part of the system that is really awesome. And then in the off season, my favorite part of the tool is going to be the historical data. With you can go back to, I believe it's 2016. Look at that. Air Force. How do wide receivers 1, 2, and 3 fare in 2016 through current
2024.
year 2024?
Yeah, the 2025 will be added after the season. So this is not something updated in the season. It's something updated at the end of the year. But yeah, you have 2016 to 2024.
So you can say, hey, Troy Calhoun, what does your wide receiver 1 target share look like? What does their A dot look like? First down per route run look like? All those types of things, again, when it comes to the offseason, will be great for digging in and defining that next. Danny Scudero.
Yeah. So, I mean, great segue to the data suite. We have loads and loads of different data. We have 2025 season data. We have the historical data. So the historical data, like Luke was talking about, is on your screen right now. We're looking at wide receivers. It goes back to 2016. You can filter on the head coach. So when this head coach, moves somewhere else, you can say, okay, well, like, Troy Calhoun's who's showing up now, but I can show, okay, what does Troy Calhoun's coaching history look like in terms of offensive system for receivers? And it's not just head coaches. You can look at the offensive coordinator as well. So let's say Clay Hendricks is the next head coach or next OC at your school, and you want to see what he's done from a historical perspective. You can filter on his name, and it's going to show you, regardless of what school he was at, anywhere Clay Hendricks and the FBS was the offensive coordinator, it's going to show you what their wide receivers did in this case. You can filter on wide receiver ones. So if you just want to see only the wide receiver ones for Air Force or whatever team you want, you can run those filters, and it's going to tell you, like, the wide receiver one in an Air Force system. It's going to show you what the target share is from 2016 and, like I said, through 2024. You've got quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, and receivers. Receivers are just what we're showing here on the screen. Luke talked about one of the fantasy metrics, first down per route run. That's in here. We got your normal stats. You got target shares. We tell you, what do they primarily play? Are they primarily a slot receiver, or are they primarily an outside guy? That is all in this data set here.
Air yards there.
Yeah, you're not going to find this stuff anywhere else. There you go. Targets per route run. We tell you what their fantasy points are in a PPR league, a half PPR league, 0 PPR league. The status. Are they a P4 or G5? So maybe your league is a P4 only league or a G5 only league. You can filter those guys out. You can filter by conference. Maybe you're in like the league I was showing earlier, an ACC and SEC only league. So I only want to see ACC and SEC guys. You can filter that out. So, like, they're just massive ways to be able to use this data, this historical data, and the 2025 data. So the 2025 data is going to show up, as Luke said, with our 2020 guys. Here on the screen, I'm showing you what it looks for the linebackers. So you can see the line. We talk about the 2020 guys every week, right? Now you'll be able to see, the top 5, the top 10, top 20, whatever you want, through our website. So, here's the linebackers. You can see the number of games they played, the tackles per game, their solo tackle rate, their tackle efficiency, their missed tackle rate, sacks, total pressures. Once again, you have the ability to filter this by G5 or P4. In addition, when you get to the 2020 players, you also can see what recruiting class were they in. How many stars? Can I look at the 5 stars from the 2023 class, or can I look at the 3 stars from the 2024 class? You can see their 24/7 recruiting rating, and again, the conferences, and like I said, G5 or P4. Like, there's really unlimited ways you can use these tools, use these data suites to kind of help you be a smarter, make more informed decisions. this is for me, this is just awesome because, like I said, this is something I've been using. These are tools I've been using for the last 5 or 6 years, and to be able to bring this to you guys to help you dominate your leagues, just like been a dream of mine, and it's reality. And so I'm looking forward to like you guys diving in and being able to use this stuff, and hopefully we help you win your leagues. Man, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot that's there today, and it's, in my opinion, it's only the tip of the iceberg. Like I said, we have more tools that'll be coming on board, more data sets that'll be coming on board. And one thing we haven't mentioned, we haven't talked about the Worker Bee series. So you guys may or may not know this, but generally speaking, our Worker Bee series runs on about a 2 week delay. By the time we get things rolling and get editing done, et cetera, et cetera, we like to keep a backlog just in case things happen, life happens, right? And so for our subscribers, you're going to get instant access to the Worker Bee series. So that means as soon as we're done with the video editing, you will be able to watch that video. Generally speaking, you'll have it 2 weeks before it makes its way to the public side of YouTube. So that's just another another advantage, edge, etc. to being a member of the G5Hive.com. Website's live today. Normal price is $99.99 a year. However, right now we're going to offer you guys a promo code for 50% off. Use the promo code G5Hive VIP. You get 50% off of year one. And like I said a couple times tonight, if you are a CFF site subscriber, please, please, please wait until tomorrow morning. You're going to get a special email from Joe DeSalvo explaining our partnership with them and offering you a different promotion. And so if you are a subscriber to the CFF site, please wait until you get that email tomorrow, and then you can decide which which promo, which way you want to go, what is best for you, what best suits your needs. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for tonight. Anything else you want to add, Luke?
No, I think you covered it all. Like you said, we're growing. This last couple years have been huge, especially this last year, which is afforded us an opportunity to make the next step in what the G5 Hive is and can bring. And we appreciate all the love and support that we've gotten over the years, and we're going to continue to do what we can to give you the edges. I know it seems a little interesting. It's like G5 Hive, but there's P4 numbers. I mean, we're just dipping our toes into there, but that's our focus is the G5. But this tool, we see where fantasy football in the college space is going. Justice sees what tools lack in the IDP section, and we're trying to be the standard for tools that are out there, and can be used at your guys' disposal and help you guys make the best decisions.
Yeah, and like Luke said, like I will say this: the website today is probably more focused on helping folks in college fantasy football. That's not where the website's going to end. The website's going to grow, and it's gonna provide things for all of G5 football fans. It's baby steps. We're going to get there. This was just kind of our first like I said, version 1 is what we call this of our website. We're going to be adding content. We'll have additional content. Like I said, our Worker Bee series is going to be available on the website at earlier than it will be public on YouTube. And then we have lots of other things planned that will appeal to any and all college football fans of G5 college football. Yeah, I mean that's our focus, that's our passion is Group of Five, and that's where it's going to stay. However, folks that play college fantasy football don't just play in Group of Five only leagues; they play in leagues that have P4 players as well. So you in our data and in our tools, you will see P4 players. But like I said, that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. This is just kind of where we're starting with our website, and just stay tuned, man, because it's only going to get bigger and better. Like Luke said, thank you all for your support. If anyone has any issues, problems, questions, there is you can send us an email through the website. You can also hit me up in my DMs on Twitter. Be glad to answer any questions, or if you have any issues or problems, just let us know. We'll be happy to get those addressed. And yeah, hope you enjoy the website. And like I said, I have no doubt. Can't wait to hear success stories of folks saying, "Hey, I won my college fantasy football league because of your website," because I think that's 100% what our website is going to do for you. So once again, thanks again, and we'll see everyone Monday night at our normal time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern. And hope your fantasy teams win tomorrow, and I hope your favorite real life teams win as well. Good night.